It started out quietly. A soft piano track here, a guitar ballad there. The kind of music you'd expect to find on Spotify's peaceful piano or deep focus playlists. But something was strange. These artists had no concerts, no interviews, no social media pages. In fact, outside of Spotify, they didn't seem to exist at all. And yet, the streams kept climbing. Millions upon millions of plays tucked neatly into playlists that reached listeners all over the world. By 2016, journalists and musicians began asking the question out loud: who are these mystery artists, and how did they end up with billions of streams on the world's biggest music platform? This is the Audio House. The first suspicions appeared when playlist watchers noticed unfamiliar names popping up again and again. These weren't underground artists slowly building a fan base. These were ghosts. Tracks made for background listening, perfect for studying or falling asleep. But no matter how hard people searched, they couldn't find a trace of the artist behind the name. No live shows, no record label hype, no evidence that anyone had ever seen them outside of Spotify. The rumor spread. Maybe these weren't artists at all. Maybe Spotify was quietly filling playlists with its own in-house creations. In 2017, journalist Liz Pelly published an investigation that gave the theory a name: Perfect Fit Content, or PFC. According to her reporting, producers were being commissioned to create tracks under fake names, music designed to slip seamlessly into mood playlists. The playlists in question weren't small. They were some of Spotify's most powerful, chill, deep focus, peaceful piano lists that rack up hundreds of millions of streams each month. Pelly's sources even suggested that the playlist editors inside Spotify were being encouraged to prioritize this kind of content. The reason was simple: these tracks were safe. No offensive lyrics, no unpredictable production. Just endlessly repeatable background music that kept listeners streaming for hours. Then came a revelation that shocked even the skeptics. An expose out of Sweden identified a single composer, Johan Röhr. According to reports, Röhr had quietly released music under more than 650 different artist names. Piano ballads, guitar instrumentals, ambient electronic tracks, all credited to aliases no one had ever heard of. The scale was staggering. Collectively, Röhr's catalog is believed to have generated more than 15 billion streams. To put that into perspective, that's on par with the global superstars of streaming, except in this case, almost no one could name him. He was the invisible man behind a vast empire of background music. As the controversy grew, Spotify pushed back. In official statements, the company insisted, "We do not and have never created fake artists. All of our music is licensed from rights holders and we pay royalties for every stream." From their perspective, these weren't fake artists at all. They were simply composers. People who preferred pseudonyms and anonymity, releasing functional music for playlists. Spotify had argued that pseudonyms aren't new in the music industry. Pen names, ghostwriters, anonymous projects, they've been around for centuries. The real question, they said, wasn't whether the artists existed, but whether the music was serving the listeners. But as technology advanced, the story took an even stranger turn. In 2025, US authorities revealed a case where a man allegedly used AI to generate songs, then employed bots to stream them on repeat. The scheme is said to have earned him nearly $10 million in royalties before being caught. This wasn't Spotify's ghost artist controversy directly, but it showed just how vulnerable streaming platforms are to manipulation. If one person with AI tools could trick the system for millions, how much of streaming is real and how much is smoke and mirrors? For independent musicians, the controversy cuts deep. Critics argue that every playlist slot is given to a ghost alias or to an AI-generated track. This slot is taken away from a real artist struggling to be heard. Spotify's promise was that anyone, anywhere could upload a song and find fans. But if the platform itself is steering streams toward anonymous playlist-engineered tracks, what chance do small artists really have? Supporters of the system counter with another view. Playlists are about mood, not identity. If a track helps you study, relax, or sleep, doesn't matter who made it. For many listeners, the answer is no. So where does the truth lie? Spotify says it doesn't create fake artists. Investigations suggest otherwise. Somewhere between denial and suspicion sits a gray zone. A world where pseudonyms, production houses, and now even AI are shaping what millions of people hear every day. What's undeniable is this: streaming isn't just about fans discovering music anymore. It's about algorithms, playlists, and sometimes controversy. Are ghost artists and AI scams clever business moves, or are they taking away chances from real musicians? The debate is still wide open.